So advertising in the next couple years is going to start being a huge proponent of misinformation. So let's talk about a couple of these news articles. I want to go over some of the stats behind them actually. And my name is Peyton Clancy Fairbanks. Welcome to my show. So this first article that I want to talk about today is mostly just the misinformation that they're showing out in this world. The article is "No One Saw It Coming, How a Housing Market Curveball Has Completely Changed What Buyers Can Expect in 2022. With this first stat being, mortgage rates are supposed to hit 5.5% by the end of the year. And that's already wrong. They're currently at 5.669%. I actually think today, before I hopped on, they went all the way above 6%. And so it is one of those things. They're presenting information that's old, and they're presenting information that just isn't what it actually is. Like the second stat, economists expect sales to drop 6.7%, which this one is actually fairly accurate. So this year's sales between January and May were 17,619. Last year for that same time period was 18,419. So a decrease of about 4%. And so the situation isn't quite as bad as what this is explaining, but it's still in that same ballpark. And it probably by the end of the year, we will see sales keep decreasing as compared to last year. We're seeing it right now with mortgage rates increasing, and it's not something to totally freak out about, but it's something to be aware of. And like I've talked in previous videos, demand is still higher than it was pre-pandemic, and now that supply is catching it, we might start seeing a market that starts leveling out. But this third point, inventory should increase by 15%. This one just like wildly inaccurate. I don't have any idea where they got this number. Utah's inventory compared to a year ago is up 108.58%. So seeing these, realizing that this article had this huge doom and gloom title, and then there's these three stats that are, some of them are completely incorrect, one of them slightly incorrect. Realize going into all of this, we are going through a transition right now. Nobody knows what it looks like at the end. But if you're jumping into this and expecting to sell quickly and try to make it so that you're not going to have to worry and doing all this crazy stuff because of what everybody's saying, you're going to end up hurting by the end of it. Just like people that didn't have action once the pandemic first started, even though all the stats were saying that interest rates are going to go up, even though all the facts were saying that home prices are going to keep going up, people were scared and they ignored what the actual stats were. And so figure out what those actual stats are, especially with the advertising you're going to be seeing in the next year. Like this second article that I have here. I'm not going to say the full article because it has a name of brokerage in it, but blank is helping prospective buyers place cash offers only. With this acting like one of the best and only viable options nowadays is cash offers, which there's just a huge piece of this that it just doesn't make any sense. So, and then they start saying stuff. Utah Real Estate Company wants to help buyers compete in a market that seems dominated by cash offers. Let's jump into this stat. What does it actually look like having a market that's full of cash offers? In 2021, there was 50,457 homes sold. Of those, 8,639 were cash offers. And so that's 17.12%. A high, for sure. Compared to 2017, where it was 13.21%, absolutely going up by 4% is a lot. But realize conventional offers were 32,520 of that, or 64.45%. So everybody's advertising, trying to shove all this information in your face and saying that there's no way you can get into a house without cash, when that's just simply not the truth of it. Cash offers have went up in 22%, or in 2022. They're up all the way up to 19.65%. It's just something to be aware of. With this market starting to level out, I expect this number to probably start going down. But also realize conventional offers are still at 64.76%. The stats support the fact that FHA has become not a weaker, but an option that not as many people are able to take. But it doesn't necessarily mean that loans are less part of the entire mortgage atmosphere and everything like that. It hasn't decreased as much by a lot of what these articles is saying. And so then we go into another stat that they said. One client offered $70K above appraisal value as well as $20K non-refundable earnest money. A lot of the advertising you're going to be seeing in the next 2 years is going to be a lot of stuff like this too. They're going to take the one extreme that did happen. Absolutely something like this happened. I've seen stuff like this, but it's not common. It's not every single offer. And it's not even like representative of 5% of the offers, because they're taking extremes. They're trying to make you scared. They're trying to make you think that you have to do something when you just simply don't. I'll pull up the stats on this for the next one, but what people are offering is all dependent on what house it actually is and how many people are in demand for that house. And so it's unrealistic, some of these things that they're saying in this article. And then lastly, cash offers on homes is the new norm. Well, once again, we looked at the actual stats of it, and it just simply isn't true. Not really sure what happened. The thing blacked out on me or something. But that's kind of everything I want to talk about today. Please realize that a lot of the advertising you see, you need to double check the stats on it to understand why they're advertising for those things. So hope that this helped you out. If this information did help you out, a like and a subscribe would be super useful. If you have any other questions, leave a comment down below. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my show, and have a great day.
Once upon a time, there was a dumb millennial. All he wanted to do was learn some stuff so he could grow. But we all know that it just ain't so. 'Cause he's dumb because he's a millennial, yeah. Dumb millennial, oh yeah, he's a dumb millennial, yeah.